Peace and blessings, collective. Energy is so heavy right now. Like the energetic field is so full. There are so many things happening. We are just now on the other side of Pluto entering Aquarius officially for the next 20 years, I believe, till 2044. And that is a major shift. Like, we have officially entered the age of Aquarius. And with that comes a lot of change. Be the change. Richness of life keeps coming up, but it's so real. And ancestral energy. There is so much change that is shifting us towards the richness of life. And that, what I was about to say about entering the age of Aquarius, is a time of entering a much more fast-paced, kind of technological, like a time of an advancement, truly. Like, this is a time of an advancement, but kind of overall, like not just in the tech industry, but like if you think of the human body as technology, think of it in the same way. Like the human itself, the human species is evolving. Like, I know, because we have like the ability to perceive ourselves and all these things, like the things that like animals in the wild don't have, like the processing powers, which I can't even say they don't have because I never read an animal's mind. But it's hard for us to see or realize that we are evolving, but we are constantly. It's natural. Like, our nature is to evolve. And that, no, it's giving, like, we're denying, a lot of us are denying that evolution. Like, the things that are in front of us, like even readings like this is something a lot of people, most people, say no to. Like, people think that things like this, like consulting energies, reading energy, which is all around us, which we all are, is like, people feel like that's like demonic, like that's a no for them. But it's an act of devotion, a devotion to understanding the things that are unclear. And even if we never fully understand all that is, we can understand ourselves and the ways that we operate so that we can ascend and be resourceful. There are infinite resources available to us to help us in our ascension. One of those things is water. Drink your water. Speak affirmations into your water. Like, there are so many ways to upgrade your energy that are so simple, but because they're so simple, people think it's stupid and pointless and all these other things. Like, speaking affirmations into your water, research the crystalline structures of ice after they've interacted with certain energies, and you will see the true intelligence of water. Like, water holds, carries, delivers energy. We are upgrading. It's a time of upgrade, a time of ascension. Like, life on earth as we know it is changing, but it's all about your perspective and what you're focused on. It's changing for the better. It's always changing for the better, even if what you are witnessing around you doesn't necessarily give you the physical examples of that. If you go inward, you will realize that you have been growing and improving and expanding all the time. If you look back on where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, or even fire and water make steam, like alchemization, like you've alchemized so much negativity, so many things, so many bad things, negative things, like so many experiences that could have like kept you stuck. They didn't. Got a lot of energy here. Let's start from the bottom. We're just gonna take these. The Four of Cups. So, and this is where we are. Like, there are so many opportunities being placed in front of us, being handed to us, but because the opportunities that we thought we wanted, the things that we picked for ourselves before we really realized who and what we were or are, or what we're even capable of, and the things that we chose that, you know, did not stay because they were not aligned. We have those all piled up in our memory of all the things that failed when there is opportunities in front of us right now that could literally change our lives, but because our feeble human minds, and I'm not even gonna like, but yes, the human mind is limited as far as perception goes. We're unable to see all of the possibilities in front of us because our mind can only store historical information. And if history says that we've always failed, we've always done this, we've always done that, your mind is going to keep feeding you that narrative, but it's not true. King of Swords. Yeah, like you are there are thought leaders in this collective. We are thought leaders. We are unveiling new, but it's not new because there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that has been done and is being done has been done at all times, because all the time we have is now. Like, that is a very, like, there is nothing new under the sun. But we are uncovering or unveiling for those around us, this collective, we are unveiling new ways of living to the people around us. It's new in the human perception of those around us and even for ourselves, but it's not new. It's ancient. We are tapping into ancient ancestral energy because they knew what was up. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, we are reaping the harvest of the seeds that we have sown, and it's going to make itself evident in the physical. We are bringing in an abundance that has yet to be seen, and people are going to question how it happened, where did it come from, all of these things. That's not even your concern, so it certainly isn't theirs. There's no need to question it because it's coming and it's yours and it's staying, and it's because of the seeds you planted, and you would not receive it if it was not meant for you. It's coming and it is yours. 10 of Pentacles. It's a time to rejoice in your abundance. You are calling in soul tribe, like-minded people who want to hear what you have to say, who want to listen to the things that come out of your mouth, because they know that they are going to receive a message that is going to uplift and aid in the ascension and make the ascension journey easier, more bearable. Like, not to say it's unbearable, but when you are living in darkness, when you have not shed light on what is currently going on around you energetically, like if you are living solely in the 3D and have no idea about all of the other factors at play in your life, it is going to seem a lot harder than it would if you knew or were willing to educate yourself on the things that you don't yet fully understand. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the abundance it's coming in. It's following you. The abundance is following you. Like, it's not something you don't have to chase it. It goes where you go because it is you. You are the abundance. And tap into that energy. Believe, receive. And that's another thing, is the energy. The feminine energy has been at the forefront energetically for a while now. And it's to the point where we all need to embrace our feminine energy, because femininity has been demonized for so long. And I literally feel like I'm about to cry as I'm saying that. And I don't I understand why I'm about to cry, but I wouldn't have expected that to bring tears to my eyes the way it just did. But we have neglected the feminine energy for far too long. And that is a lot of why we are seeing all of the world issues that we are seeing, because we have not tapped in to everyone's innate femininity, which just means the nurturer, the receiver, the compassionate, And compassion is even a masculine trait as well, though, because that's the other issue. Like on the other side of the coin, not only has femininity been demonized, but masculinity has been distorted. No, the divine masculine and divine feminine are on the rise right now. That is what is rising into view. We think that darkness is taking over, but it was never about whether or not the darkness was going to win. It has always been about the light finding each other in the darkness to be able to come together and shed light on the darkness. The darkness there is no way for darkness to prevail when light is present. It's impossible. You can't, it's literally impossible. If you have the smallest dot of light in the darkest room, there is light in that room. And that's just the way it is. Tap into your feminine energy. Whether you are a man, woman, they, them, whatever, however you identify, there is feminine energy in you. Regardless, whether you suppress it or not, it is there. And it's time to honor that feminine energy. Honor the feminine expression. Be present to receive. There's a lot of take energy happening. There's a lot of give me this is mine, take this, I want that, give me this. The nature of the human being is to receive. Mother Earth, the planet, our home planet, the nature that surrounds us was literally created and is present to give so that we may receive. We refer to Earth as Mother Earth for a reason. Like, that's not a coincidence. The Earth is not identified as a woman for no reason. We are on a feminine planet, and we are disrespecting the feminine. How you think a planet that identifies as a feminine is going to stand for femininity being considered less than? Like, not even equal, but less. Like, having emotions is no. The Earth will rebel until feminine energy is honored, until the divine feminine is honored. I kind of want to air. Look, are all the elements going to come out? Because at this point, the only one missing is Mother Earth. Where did that? I couldn't write that any. First of all, it fell where I can barely reach it. Excuse me. Earth. Mother Earth is calling for us to listen, to respect, to love, to care for her and ourselves in the same way. Like, there's no need to, like, there's nothing, I don't even know how to say this, but it feels like there's nothing that can be done to save the world until we save the women. Like, that's the way it's coming out. Until we save the feminine, and that's like, outside issues aside, like, yeah, LGBTQIA is a whole nother story. Like, that's a whole separate entity. Like, humans need to be treated equally, period. But from the beginning, women have been seen as less than, especially, I won't even say especially in the United States, but like everywhere. Like, there have been stipulations around the female expression for ages. And we are coming into a time where the divine feminine is going to rise and take their rightful place as thought leaders, as leaders, period, as change makers, to help us ascend. That is the key to our ascension, is the masculine and feminine being not only in balance, but the masculine recognizing the life-giving nature of the feminine, the creative life force energy of the feminine. That's a heavy one. But like that is truly. Do we have my Earth deck? Lightness of being. We'll get an affirmation from Mother Earth, but this is the lightness of being Earth element affirmation deck. Let's just see what we can get here. As a, I guess, feminine identifying being, like the tears, the pain of all of the, like, even thinking back to like the witch trials, like that was it was a witch hunt, but it was a woman hunt. That there were no, and I always see the quote, like, why are we taught to fear the witches and not the people who killed them? You know, like, why are we not fearing the murderers, the people who killed innocent people? Why are we afraid of the people that didn't hurt nobody? Interesting. But 35, grace, serenity. The music of the plants beckons you to dance. Soften perception to subtle delights. Focus on the richness of life. Like, there are so many opportunities being presented to you that you are ignoring because of your past experiences, because you feel like you already know how things are going to turn out, so you're not even interested in looking at new opportunities or different ways of doing things. But this is your call, this is your sign to do something different. Step out of your comfort zone. Follow your impulse. If you feel called to do something out of the ordinary, do it. Don't hold yourself back, because the divine is within you. Like, those callings are there for a reason. Answer them. Heed them. Listen to them. Indulge them. Know yourself intimately. Learn the voice of your intuition. And the only way to do that is to listen to it. And in order for you to gain trust of your intuition, you have to follow it. You have to follow it so that it can show you where it's taking you. And in those moments where you see, I was called to do this thing, I never would have done it naturally without, like, in my human processing mind, but now I've done it, and now my life has changed magnificently for the better. Like, you are building the evidence for your human mind that it is okay to listen to your intuition. It's more than okay. It's actually preferred that you do. But if you're just starting out listening to your intuition, or even realizing that you are intuitive, because you may have actual intuitive gifts, and not even you do, but it's whether or not you are willing to tap into them, willing to dive, say, this deeply and start doing things that seem unfamiliar to you. Trust your intuition. And intuition is a feminine trait, but we all have it. Honoring your intuition is honoring femininity. So let's start there. Let's honor our intuition so that we can upgrade all of our living, I want to say all of our living situation, but like, upgrade the planet. The planet is our living situation. Like, regardless of what material structure you live in, the planet is your home. Let's not lose sight of that. The planet is what houses that structure, this structure that I'm inside of right now, that is shielding me from the wind and rain. Yes, this is the section of the planet that I live on, but without the planet, there is no structure. So let's tend to her first, and let's do that by tending to our intuition. Be devoted to your intuition. Wishing you an abundant ascension, and I will see you in the next video.